Well, young fella.
Well, no.
Put down your crayons there now.
Thanks. Cheers. Oh.
Just a word of sympathy on the passing of Meatloaf.
Meatloaf, okay.
Meatloaf, fabulous singer.
Yeah.
Didn't agree with his songs.
No?
2 out of 3 ain't bad. 2 out of 3 ain't shite. If you're there, you want to win the fucking thing. You know what I mean?
I don't think it was about
No, listen. I can't stand hand passing. Cousin of mine hand passed the ball one time. The very next day, he fell into a coma.
Wow.
Because I kicked the shit out of him. Fucking age. Couldn't he drive it, couldn't he? Leave it.
He could.
I'll tell you, if he ever wakes up, he'll be some hurler. Like a bat out of Clonmel. Now, news.
Yes.
News. Do you know the Great Wall of Cashel?
No.
You do. Dan Wall.
Oh.
Yeah. He's as big as a house. Hurl centre back.
I know him. Yeah, I know
The Great Wall.
I never heard him called that.
Dan Wall, centre back. Couldn't be moved. Didn't want to move. He'd plant his 2 feet in the 45. Right.
Apologies, Noel. Sorry.
Who's that?
Sorry.
Who the fuck? That better be the guards. The great Dan Wall.
Yes.
Centre back, 2 feet planted in the 45. Couldn't be moved. Didn't want to move. Right? He'd call the ball into him. Mup. Mup, he'd say. Mup. Ball would be come past. He'd go, suck, suck, suck. And the ball would come up to him.
Wow.
That's a fact.
Jesus.
There'd be fellas running through, ball in the hurl, and he'd say, come. And the ball would leap up off the hurl. And over to Dan. I've seen it with my own hands. The Great Wall of Cashel.
Wow.
Do you know the Great Wall of China?
Yes.
No relation. Do you know Berlin Wall? The Berlin Wall.
Yeah.
Now, he's really from Feathers. But he went interrailing once.
Right.
So they call him the Berlin Wall. Are you with me?
I'm with you, yeah.
Good man. You're flying.
Good man.
Now, the China Wall. We're talking about China. In China, they love watching the telly, right? They're all watching the telly. But they have their own films. They wouldn't have the local films that we'd have here. You know Cinema Pat? Cinema Pat. It does the filming locally.
Yeah.
Film your wedding, film your communion, your birthday, sometimes when you're not looking. But he makes lovely documentaries.
He does.
So, a couple of my favourites would be, he did Young Defenders about the great under-14 team Mickey Law was on. P.S. I love you, but you owe me for the county draw. In the Name of Father Dwyer. Lawrence of Albania about your man working in the chipper. Did you ever hear him? He's very funny. He'd be going, you okay, bud?
Yeah.
Okay, bud. He's comical. The Wizard of Offaly about Johnny Dooley.
Yeah.
And he made a great documentary about the time Johnny Cider gave up the drink called The Silence of the Cans. But would you believe you can't get them abroad in China?
Oi.
Films made by foreigners. Well, they wouldn't be foreigners now. They could be from America or England or somewhere, but it wouldn't be foreigners like. But you can't get them in China. I suppose they would be foreigners if they're not from China, would they be?
Yeah, I think they are. That's how it works.
Fucking foreigners. They wouldn't know. I wouldn't know too many of them now. But the films have to be approved by the Chinese government.
Right.
If they want to get played on Chinese version of Netflix or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, have you ever seen Fight Club?
Fight Club, yeah. I actually haven't seen it. I meant to see it, yeah, but I know the film.
I don't mean Carrick Swan versus Carrick Davin now. The film.
Yeah.
The film, right?
Yeah.
So, at the end of Fight Club, the main character...
Oh, spoiler alert.
Oh, well, he fucking blows up a load of stuff anyway, right?
Okay.
He blows up the whole financial district, right?
Okay.
But it was made by Fox, not the local Foxes,
Not Pat.
20th Century Fox,
Okay.
as they call his brother. And they were... Well, he's a modern kind of guy. That's why they call him 20th Century Fox. You know, and wears the sunglasses. Yeah. It's over in America. There's a film crowd called Fox.
Yeah.
They're American Foxes, no relation. And they were bought by Disney company, and they had the distribution rights of the films. Look at this clownine. Come on. They sold the rights to some Chinese crowd. So now, from last week, Fight Club is available to be watched in China. Okay. But the end of the film, just before the bombs go off, they end the film.
Wow.
They stop the film and they put up writing saying, the police, this is a quote from the English translation of the Chinese quote. The police rapidly figured out the whole plan and arrested all the criminals successfully, preventing the bomb from exploding.
Wow.
But that's not what happened at all.
Yeah.
And they said they locked Edward Norton up in a lunatic asylum, right?
Jenny Mac.
But that's like saying, the end of the Jungle Book. No, he didn't go back to the village.
Yeah.
He stayed in the wood with the bear, living off ants.
With Baloo.
With Baloo, yeah. And he grew up to be Hosier, you know. Would explain a lot.
It was.
The Lion King.
Yeah.
What was the animal's name?
Simba.
Was it?
Yeah.
You were flying, fair to you, boy. And then the king's brother have a mark on his face.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Mufasa.
Scar.
Who the fuck? Who's Mufasa?
Father.
All right.
Jade, now you're flying. Oh, now you're sucking dick. Wait, huh? So this prick of a cat lying anyway, right? I thought of an alternative ending.
Okay.
So Scar, he's about to kill his brother, the king, right? But he gets knocked down by a mysterious Opel Astra. Wouldn't that be better?
That would be better, yeah.
And here's another bit of news for you. In China, you know the film about Queen and Freddie Mercury? Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yes.
They have cut out all references to Freddie being gay.
Wow.
Gone out of the film.
Fucking hell.
So Chinese people have no idea that Freddie Mercury was gay.
Jeez.
They just assume he shopped in Avoca. And that's awful, carry on.
That's scandalous, yeah.
No, to be fair though, when we were young, we wouldn't have been allowed to watch James Bond or too much goosing. Too much goosing.
He was a ladies, man.
James Bond, devil a bit more women than the ICA. As they say, huh? Like, we didn't get Saturday Night Fever until Tuesday morning. But that's China for you.
That's China for you.
That's the international news. Now, bit of local news. I met one of the county board.
Right.
Coming out his own front door.
Just coincidence, was it?
I just happened to be there.
Right.
I want them to give my son, John Paul, a run on the county team.
Okay.
And I asked him, do you remember John Paul scoring 115 in the minor final? They said, of course we remember. It was only last year. I said, well then. And they said, but Noel, he must be 25. And I said, no, he isn't. And he said, but Noel, he wired my extension last Christmas. And I said, child labour, you bastard. And I said, well, look, he's only 16. That's why he done it for cash.
Yeah.
And I said to him, look, he put balls over the bar that day. There was no crud to it. Fong threw him in a water bottle at one stage. He doubled on it over the bar. He doubled on it over the bar. Now, I don't know if they counted it. I don't know if the score stood. And then a ball was coming in, and the fullback grabbed his hurley. And he pulled on it with his flute. He fluted it over the bar. For a finish, there was 9 men marking him.
Wow.
He was taking puck outs and catching them himself. Now, most of them were short, but still. And I was telling this to the county board, and they said, look, well, Noel, if he's as good as you are, he'll have to get a run in with the county. And I said, as good as me? Even Jesus wasn't as good as his father.
That's a good one, huh?
You get no run, this fella. Good luck.
Thanks, no.
Over and out.
20th Century Fox.